Hey gang, so here's today's harvest. I have a bunch of starfish peppers, some jalapeños, a couple little chocolate peppers, and I'm going to make a pepper sauce with this. So I'm going to take these, chop them up in my handy dandy food processor there with this blade till they're kind of small. Then I'm going to add some sugar, just a little sugar, a little bit of salt, and some water. Pulse it all up, and then I'm going to put it in a jar and let it sit for about 5 days, every day, just going in and stirring it. So I'll show you what that all looks like once I've got it in the food processor and mashed up. So yeah, I had to move it a little bit because my cord didn't reach. But you can see that all I've been doing is pulsing it a little bit. I'll do a little bit more for you. Just pulsing it to get the peppers. Everything's in here. I left all the seeds. The only white, they call it placenta, I call it pith, but the white part of the pepper and any seeds, the only ones I took out were those chocolate peppers. So I'm going to continue to pulse this and then go to 1 to get it a little bit smaller. When it's done, I'll come back and show you in the jar what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to be adding about a half a tablespoon of salt. This is what I happen to have here. It's Himalayan rock salt, I think it's called, but you could use any kind of salt. And then also, I think you can see down in there, I've added a little water, but I also have that rock sugar. You should be using 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. I use this because I have it and I want to get rid of it. It has a little bit more of a sulfury taste, so it may add a little bit of a smoke flavor to this. I'm going to add that up into my pepper mash, give it a spin, and then I'll be back with you. Alright, so here's the finished product. And it's in a jar that is way too big, but I'll explain why. So you can see it looks beautiful, right? Look at all those colors down in there. And the watery part of it has taken on just a little bit of that color from the sugar. So it's a little bit brown, or not even brown. It's just darkened it up a little bit. Looks delicious. So let me come back out here. You can see I have it in this huge jar. That is just ridiculous. But the reason is, it has this, it's the only one I had that was clean right now with this kind of lid on it. And what the idea is this is going to ferment in here, and you need to allow the air to escape. Now this is a huge jar, but there is a method to my madness. And you'll see I'm going to take this elastic and keep wrapping it around the top here so that it holds the lid closed just enough. Really, you're trying to keep out any little critters that might want to join you in there, or join those peppers, or I should say. I didn't put garlic in it, and that is something I do need to add. So I'm going to go back. I should have done it before, but I'm going to process it and add it in. That was kind of dumb of me. But I'm going to add this, and just so then it can sit down, and as the gases build up, they'll push it up and escape, and that way you don't have to worry about your glass breaking or anything. And again, this is a big container, but I'll come back to you after I add the garlic. Okay, so now that's better. You can see the garlic in. Redonkulous of me to forget that, but I put about 5 cloves of garlic in here. You could put as much or as little as you wanted. You could put onion. We have peaches that are coming ripe soon in this area, so we're going to go pick some peaches. Maybe I'll make a peach habanero. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Up here you can see what I did with the elastic, so then I'm not having to come and unlatch it and open it every day. I don't have to worry about my glass breaking. If the gas is expanded, it'll just kind of come up a little bit. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this in a dark, one of my cabinets up here, or set it aside. Every day I'll come in and just stir it a little bit, and then in about 5 days I'll put it back in the blender or the food processor and just finally grind it a little bit more. I like it a little bit chunky like that, so I'm not going to take it all the way down to a thin sauce, but we'll see what happens. I'll show you how it turns out later. Alrighty, as always, till tomorrow, peace out.